While tornadoes are often most talked about, severe weather can come in many forms. This is why it is important to be prepared for anything Mother Nature brings to Texoma.
Oh, yeah. 7 News First Alert meteorologist Alex Seal breaks down the less talked about side of severe weather, straight line winds.
From snapping utility poles to scattered debris or this sign lodged into a door. Damage from straight line winds is often confused with tornado damage, which tells you how seriously it should be taken.
People tend to not respect straight line winds as much as they should. We have numerous events, and probably over Texoma we average 1 or 2 a year, where we have thunderstorm winds that are not a tornado that gust over 80, 90, 100 miles an hour. You don't have to go back very far. Just last June in the Lawton area, Comanche County, and the surrounding areas, we had winds over 100 miles an hour measured that caused all kinds of damage.
After a severe weather outbreak, the National Weather Service will typically assess storm damage. Sometimes in these damage assessments, it can be tough to decipher if it's tornado damage or straight line winds because the damage impacts can be similar.
There are things that when you just look at the damage alone can look like it could have been a tornado, but comparing that to radar, comparing that to visual observations, wind measurements, things like that, we can sometimes determine that was just straight line winds.
To show us just how dangerous straight line winds can be, we reached out to the National Wind Institute on the campus of Texas Tech University in Lubbock. It is one of the top research facilities in the world, and one of its main areas of research is how wind will impact structures. They use the most modern technology to simulate and test how structures react to both straight line winds and tornadoes.
Then we also try to reproduce some of the storms here in the lab, actually in this exact building. Behind me is the tornado simulator. It's one of the largest in the world. And here behind you is the wind tunnel. So we try to recreate some of the storms that the radars can see in the field. And then we try to see what's the impact of this kind of storms to structures.
Their research has led to the creation of both better and stronger storm shelters, and has also improved the ways that people take cover if they do not have a storm shelter available to them. For example, Dr. Mehta says a room in the lowest and central part of your house can double as your storm shelter.
Then above ground shelter can be built, which can be used as a part of the house. Is that you have a walk-in closet or a small room. It's a usable space, but at the same time it's a shelter in case you need it.
While the research is coming along to build stronger homes and businesses, the infrastructure will not change overnight. That is why you will always want to make sure you have your severe weather plan and safe place ready to shelter from the storm. For 7 News, I'm First Alert meteorologist Alex Searle.